Guys, I am sick this morning. Yeah, I got up and I was in pain. I think everybody in my house have the flu. And yeah, so I am sick. Now, you can all see the topic, right? Now, it is sad news. I seen this from yesterday about the young lady right here that is killed because of her stupidity. Honestly. And I know some of you is gonna say, oh, blah blah blah. But it's just pure stupidity. I just feel that she choose to put her life in harm's danger over her son, the poor 6-year-old. Honestly, that is my feeling, and I'm not gonna take it back. That is exactly how I feel. Do I believe she deserved to be dead? No. She don't deserve to die. But at the same time, she at the same time, she shouldn't put herself there, right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you the truth. Absolutely not. Yeah, I feel it for her. I honestly feel it for this woman. But guess what? Guess what? The lady gave her life away. She gave her life away. Just as I always said, if you're a black person living in the state and the police officer said to you, step out of the car or whatever, or try to arrest you or something like that, why don't you just obey and then deal with it later in the court of law? Because you can't fight City Hall. That's what we call it here. You cannot fight City Hall. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh my God, the lady don't deserve this. And yes, he actually her. He actually take her life. But at the same time, she didn't need to be there putting her life at risk. You don't know what people are capable of. And people are dangerous out there. And you think that you are some hero driving at the middle of the road, park your car sideways, the ice are tell it to leave. Yeah, she don't deserve it, but she don't deserve it. But at the same, thank you, she don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. But honestly, she don't deserve to be aimed unalive. But she caused it on herself. She caused it on herself. When you see these people, run as fast as you can. Get away from them. Run, hide. Don't go there. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Right? And then everybody is like, I'm wondering if them delusional. Something upset me. Plus, her son is an orphan at this point because the son's father died in 2020. And now she come do the same thing. It's horrible. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have freedom of speech and you can't do whatever you want. But to be real honest, she was the only one. No, there were other people out there and nobody get into the car and block the road. And I know exactly why she did it too. Because maybe she think that she have power. I don't know. Because she's Caucasian, but they don't care. Maybe. I don't know. As a black person looking at it, now I'm asking myself, why would you go in at the middle of the road, block them? They're trying to pass to do their job. They're out there. It doesn't matter if you believe in the cause or not. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It's almost like, you ever see a pedestrian yet? Them in at the right. And they will step, because you are driving. You might not see them. And them step out in the road because they know them have the right of way. Now you're going to be dead right. Yeah? That's exactly what that is. You are going to be dead right. Unfortunately, I have watched it. I have listened to it. I have listened. That's why I never talked about it yesterday when it happened. And then I tried to get my own opinion going because I have a brain of my own. And what I see, right? What I see is like, she just give her life away. She actually give her life away. And for you all fellows out there, if you think that they are going to be afraid to draw their weapons, or you think you indispensable, or you think you are invincible, some of we lulu. Some of us, we honestly are with it delusional. And then you have some people that come out and them, okay, you protest and do all what you want and all of that. You do all the way you want and all of that. The bottom line is, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. So to all my followers, all my subscribers, all my likers, all my haters out there, I have one message for you. When you see anything like this, you walk the opposite direction. That doesn't mean that you don't have an opinion. I bet you have an opinion at your house, on your phone. Yeah? And if you want to say something, did you know that you can protest online? You can protest, you know. You can create a Zoom and you have 100 people sit on the Zoom and protest. At least you know you're not into harm's way. That is called modern day get together. Because every time when you get together in groups, there is always something is wrong or something is happening. That is what that is every time. Anytime you see a brawl or something, guys, tap up the screen. Tap up the screen. You're not crazy. Tap up the screen. Because listen, I know some of you are afraid to come out and talk. But I'm not afraid. No. Because we still have freedom of speech. I don't think it, right? And if you can't say it, I'll say it for you. Yeah? Some of you now want to get involved in political. This is not political in any case. This is nonsensical. This is what I call. I neither left nor right. Right? The officers, ICE agents, they get a job to do. Right? Just look at it like that. Whether you believe in the cause or not, it's a ends to a means. What that means is that them getting a salary. Maybe it's the first job them getting a salary. And so them have a quota. Just like how police officer, when you're out the door, when the end of the month, you see them a film you, them want money, or whatever, right? Them have to meet a deadline, them have to do what they're told because they are on a payroll. Right? So in normal, I don't think some of them would have do something like that. But hear what? Hear what? She was in the middle of the road. We all see the video. She turned sideways into the road. The officer come there to her. And apparently eyewitnesses allegedly say that they asked her to leave. And she was there all morning. All morning. It didn't just happen. She was there all morning. And them asked her to leave and she's not leaving. So now the officer approached her, the ICE agent, approached her and tried to yank the door open. Then she decided to drive off. When she turned, she was leaving. Now, obviously, she said, you know what, let me leave. And so she's leaving, and the guy, right, because when she's leaving, she almost hit him. I saw it. You can't say, you never see that. And him don't care. He's not human. He's not thinking like, oh, you and I to save a life. He don't care. He's angry. Right? He's angry because he lose power. That's what that is. He's angry and say, oh, freaking dare you. That's what that is. He's angry and he says, how dare you. Easy. And then he just boom, 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 because that's what he's trained to do. He's not trained to think. He's trained to act. Boom, 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 3 times. Then, a guy there who was a medical doctor tried to say, you know what, I'm a medical doctor, let me go. And he wouldn't. And they wouldn't let they go there because them said the situation is still, they don't know. I don't know about that part because if you shoot yesterday woman running at the post, obviously she's unconscious. Let them go and try to help her. But that part, you must forget answer to. They have to go answer to that part. But at the same time, I am saying none of this would have happened if she wasn't there and she didn't try to stop them. It's not your job to stop them. There's other ways. You can deal with things in the court of law. There, you have to be a civil. It is against the law to go and block the road and stop the officers from doing what they are supposed to be doing. And some of them don't want to hear that. Hi. Right? Some of you don't want to hear that. And unfortunately, she wasn't thinking of her son. You're from Turkey, right? Unfortunately, she wasn't thinking of her son. I'm not spreading lies. It is not lies. Why was she there in the first place? Why? Why she put herself in that? No, you need to listen, you need to look at it. Of course, the officer, I think he behaved with force. Of course, I'm not condoning what he did to her. But at the same time, you cannot not look at her behavior. And in order for us to look at her behavior, making sure that you don't repeat it. Because the same thing going to happen to you. If you put yourself into a situation like that. Am I lying? Listen, these are the questions. These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Had she not blocked that road, would she be in harm, danger? That's the question. Had she not blocked the road, would have been in harm, danger? No, she wouldn't. She put herself in the position. Exactly. Whether you're black or you're white, you should not put yourself into that situation. This has nothing to do with color, right? Because some people, they're going to say, oh, whatever. No, it has nothing. Yes, this is America. We're talking about what happened in America yesterday in Minneapolis, where a lady got killed because she tried to protest, block the road, then she was moving her car. I honestly don't believe she intentionally tried to run the guy over, but you know they're going to use that as a self-defense. But what I'm saying, had she not put herself there, that wouldn't be the case. Yes, she didn't fully, it doesn't it even matter. Look what I'm gonna try to argue. She didn't block the road fully. That makes sense? She did, right? She did right. And as I said before, you have some pedestrian out there, you're driving, maybe you're on your phone or whatever, them know them have the right of way, them step out into the road anyways. Them not being vigilant for say, but you're going to be dead right. That's all it comes down to. That is all it comes down to. You are going to be dead right. We are not arguing if he didn't use force. We are not arguing that he didn't use force. Right? We clearly see that he could have dealt with it a different way. But why do you people put yourself in a situation? I'm here advocating for you so that you don't make the same stupid decision. That is why I'm here. I am here to tell you, do not go out there and make the same stupid decision. You have your family to think about. Yes, you have your family to think about. Do not make... Yes, she was leaving, but the situation was already reached a stage. The situation, she was leaving. Yes, he could have left her. I know, because I thought about it and I said, you know what? The officer could have just leave her. Does she deserve to be dead? No. No. She didn't. She don't deserve to die. But go on, go put yourself in the same situation, no? Go on. Yeah. When you see, go block the ICE agent and then try to leave and whatever. And see what happened to your motherfucker, no? Go on, no? Go on. Go on, because somehow no delusional. Go on now, put yourself in her arm's way. And then come here, come say, when she dead now, she can't advocate for herself. People are mourning, our son is mourning, our family, right? The little boy is left orphaned at this point. Go on now, go put yourself in that situation and then argue the case after, no? Go on, because somehow, oh yeah, her justice. Justice is who is for who is now living. She no longer living. What is sense? A life has lost uselessly. She didn't deserve to get the debt. I want to put it out there very clearly. She don't deserve to die. No, she doesn't. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. I don't need to see no mainstream. I saw the video, whatever. That video can't change. I'm sorry. I the same thing. She blocked the road. You say I'm not answering your question. Tell me what is it you want to ask. Put the question again there, please. Yes, I watch the mainstream media and I also watch the media, TikTok, all of them. Yeah, I'm waiting on your Turkish guy. I want to hear what is it. I am Turkish and I don't understand. Well, this is not the channel for you if you do not understand. This is just not the channel for you. You're going to have to listen all the time in order to understand. I'm so sorry. Yes, it is what it is. Obviously, I haven't been listening to a lot of immigrants. Yes. So if you don't understand, you just have to move on. I'm so sorry for that, and I apologize for that. Okay. No, I don't know any Turkish. No, 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 no. Listen, the reason why I'm speaking on this, people, because somehow, you might think, okay, oh, the lady don't deserve to die. We all understand that. Nobody are disputing that. None of us here are disputing the fact that that is what happened. Like we are disputing it. Oh my God, this is not a tragic loss. Right? None of us are disputing that. What I'm saying is it was a loss that was not necessary. Why shouldn't I speak on it? Come up here and tell me why I shouldn't speak. Just me. Send me a request and tell me. Let us hear what your concern is. Because you can't just put things in the comment and not really saying anything. Come up on here and tell me why is it that you feel, because you have a voice and I want to hear, right? Because maybe you can enlighten me and change my mind. Right? So I'm waiting on you, just me. Let me see if I can invite you up here. Yeah? So that you can come and you can tell me what are your thoughts. Because if you have an opinion, I want to hear. I want to hear. Right? I want to hear. Right? Maybe you can enlighten me. So send me a request. Yeah, just send me a request. Yeah, my condolences to her. My condolences. I really feel saddened by it. We're not arguing whether Trump is this or Trump is that. I didn't like what Trump came out and say. I mean, even if you believe that, just keep it to yourself. Sometimes, right? Sometimes you just need to have your last, don't say anything, right? Sometimes you don't have to say anything. Just leave it be. You understand what I mean? Hey, so guys, I'm on Facebook, no, YouTube, and I'm also on TikTok. So if you see me looking back and forth, that's what I'm doing. Now, I would like to hear from anybody, somebody. They're going to invite you up here to give you an opinion, because the little boy is alone. Him have him grandfather. Hey, he has his grandfather, and his grandfather apparently is going to go get him. Right? So I'm going to invite a few people up here. I'm going to invite because more I hear from I only can't hide on the face all I want. I sent a request. Right? Because I really want to hear from you guys, your opinion. Hello? Hello? Hold on, let me see if I have, okay. Take off the Bluetooth. Also, hello? Am I not? Oh yeah, I'm hearing you now. My volume was down. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that ICE was totally wrong for putting that woman. I mean, 3 bullets in her face. You could have shoot the car tire. You had the option of shooting the tire. Shooting a tire is far not to leave or whatever. But why shoot her in her face? Come on, let's be real.
Right.
These ICE, to me, my honest opinion, these ICE agents act like the IDF. They act like they were trained by the IDF, to be honest. Yeah? They show no morals, they show no standards, they show no empathy for no one. And this is an American citizen. I mean, it really doesn't matter who it was, but this is an American citizen.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter.
She was in her hometown, and she was in her hometown.
Okay, I have direct questions for you.
Go ahead.
Would you have put yourself into that position?
No, especially if I have kids. No. Okay. Because I know what could happen. I mean, we see it every day on television, what's going on. So I would not, I'm being honest here, that's my honest opinion. I would not have put myself in that situation.
Okay.
At all.
Exactly.
Right? But I hold to the point that ICE was definitely wrong. I watched the video over and over. I paused it, I rewind it, they were wrong. They had the option of even shooting on car tires, as I said, if they didn't want her to leave, to stop her from leaving, so yeah, they were wrong. I mean, I'm in Trinidad and Tobago and I literally cried.
Right, I feel it. Last night I was broken about it.
Yeah, because I'm a mother of 3 boys, and I would not ever like to know, I'm leaving my 3 boy children. Children supposed to bury their parents,
not the other way around.
And this little boy is left without a mother.
And a father.
Well, I didn't even know that.
Wow. Yeah, they said that his dad died a couple of years ago.
I think they're trigger happy. Because every time I look at them, I think about the Israel soldiers. They behave just like them. Yeah, aggressive. What's all that aggression about? Come on. It's human beings you're dealing with on a daily basis. And then you all are trained. Who are training these guys? Huh? I don't get it. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Looking at America, democracy, and it seems America doesn't have a democracy anymore. Yeah, it doesn't. And I don't even understand why my own prime minister even supporting America right now. We in Trinidad and Tobago, as I would say this, they're straying from the point a little bit. We are like sitting ducks because of what Trump would have done to Venezuela. We are like sitting ducks. Because we are so close to Venezuela now, they're saying our prime minister is involved in what went down. And, it's just crazy. The whole world is just a mess right now, like, honestly.
You see what you just said? The whole world is in a mess. That is why I'm urging the people out there, do not put yourself into that situation.
Precisely.
When you see any protesting, anything, because you know what you need to look at too? Remember when the guy drove the car into the entire group of protesters? Him have the car. Right. Yep. So people are tense. People are tense out there, and people will protect no matter what. No matter what. The people are tense. And once it come on to any situation like that, you don't know what people are thinking. So do not put yourself in a situation.
Precisely, because a lot of people are working, taking time bombs right now.
Exactly. People don't have money. People lose them job. Them in an unrest situation. Them don't know. Them feel like the life is not stable. The country isn't stable. You don't know what is going through people's head. Right?
Anxiety level is at an all-time high.
And anxiety is all-time high, and people are nervous.
Yep.
People don't know what to do. People stand up on a video when they need to help.
Yep. It's a depressing world we live in right now. And I was saying to my son, I said, I wish I could go back to the 80s or the 70s, the era that I was born in, we didn't have all these things to really worry about. You know, we get up, we happy go lucky, we do our chores, we go to school, we come back home. You know, life was so nicer then. It was so I know we can't go back to that time, but you know, we just gotta realize what we are facing and prepare ourselves mentally, physically, and most of all spiritually for what's to come, because there is worse to come.
Right.
And
And
people
then
gotta realize that.
some people here is saying that is why she was protesting. Well, somebody has to dead then. So hopefully her death is not in vain.
Well, as we say, somebody has to take one for the team, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she take it for the team. Because I don't know. That not sound right to me, because I don't actually know what the cause is. What was her cause? Somebody come up here and tell me, let me understand what her cause was, because if somebody's going to take one for the team, I need to understand clearly what the cause was. She's protesting. She's blocking the officers from going into the city. She born there, she grew there. And yeah, I want to know. Somebody come up here and let me know what is the cause. Because to me, this is just a useless death.
I'm not sure what it was. You know. But let's hope justice prevails at the end of it.
You know what? Some people, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Some people do not understand that. Listen, first of all and foremost, when you enter somebody's country and you are illegal, you break the law. Let us be very clear about that. Even though it has been accepted for many, many years. Okay? Just because we've been doing things for generation doesn't mean that it is correct. Let us be very clear here. Because some of you is going to go on like, because my mother, I'm going to give you a story here. Just put it clearly. So somebody used to cook a turkey, right? And it passed down generation to generation. So the lady, she, like the daughter or the granddaughter, she was preparing the turkey and her husband asked her, why do you cut off the wing? Like, you know, the little wing of the turkey. Okay, she said, I don't know, my grandmother did it. My mother did it. So she called up her mother and she asked her mother, why you cut off the wing of the turkey? She says, for generation, that's what we've been doing. So she asked, the mother asked her mother. So the mother said, well, I cut off the angle because the pot that I had couldn't hold everything in there. So she just cut it off because it has less meat on it. So she cut it, you know, that little, it's like you don't have the wing, but the last part of the wing. She cut off that section. And there the mystery solved. She could tell her husband why she do it. Because she didn't know. She just saw her mother did it. She do it. And it was something that it was going to turn over for generation for no reason. That doesn't make it right. That does not make it right. If you go to America, yes, I'm an immigrant. Yes. And all of us want a better life. Yes. But going into a country illegally put you at risk. Now, yes, my family live in America. Everybody living in America. But that does not make it not right. And people need to get around this. I don't give a crap if you lived there for 30 years. You came there illegally. Now you get yourself together, you put your papers together, and you're fine, which is fine. But somebody will say, how is some cause? Well, them say them want illegal immigrant out of them country. And you put yourself at risk if you are illegal. Now, if I'm walking in America and I have my papers, yes, and them attack me and whatever, I go care because I know the situation is volatile about now. I would walk with my papers, and when them approach me, and put me in the car. Me now fight them, me now do nothing. Whether I'm a citizen or resident, nothing. I'm just gonna just obey, right? And deal with it. Yes, it is inconvenient. Yes. So on, so but that is beside the point. And if them treat me a certain way, and if me have evidence how they treat me, I will be go dealing with it in the court of law. A lot of people did that. So some people I say, oh, the cause, that whatever. I'm sorry, I might offend a lot of people because I know I might offend a lot of immigrants here. I'm immigrants myself. But guess what? Guess what the problem is? Some of them make it hard for everybody because they go into the people country and them commit all these crimes. Yes. Them commit all crimes. Some of them don't. I'm going to be very clear. But sometimes when you have apple and you put the bad one into a bag of apple, it spoil everything. And that is how it go. I did not say I'm a Trump supporter, but I do have a brain that God give me. Just because I have a brain. I have my own opinion. I'm not a Trump supporter. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't hold the same morals like Trump. No, I don't. I don't. But that doesn't mean that I don't have an opinion on my own. I do have an opinion. You need to understand that if you go, crime is crime. If you go there and them says, well, you know what? You cannot come into the country and if you don't have any paper, you overstay your visa. Now here what it makes it difficult for other people to come into the country now, because here what now the whole situation is causing. The whole situation is causing that all these countries are banned, and if them go to the embassy, them have to pay between $5,000 and $10,000 in order to, them have to pay some deposit. So when them come into the country, then they can leave, them get their money back. Them have to put all security in place. in place. So it reached that how many people in America is illegal? And go even deeper. What you people don't understand is that it lower the standard of living for who actually go into that country and get an education, right? Because hold on, a lot of people here say the minimum wage is $15 an hour, and these employers, if them can get somebody under the table to work for like $10 an hour, they're gonna take the people for $10 an hour, and you have your papers, right? And because you can show your papers, you want your you want to show that you're paying tax, because it's very important for you, right? Because you want to show that you're paying tax. So I wouldn't work under the table because me want the government knows that I pay tax, so that if I, by any means, I stop work for 6 months or so, I can get some EI benefit or something like that. So therefore, I wouldn't accept a job for $10 and I'm not getting any pay. So here what it does now is it's undercut people here. And people, they're not seeing the bigger issue. They're just sitting there on them IRs. Oh, I'm an immigrant and I come here and I work. Changes is to be made. Yes, so the country was built. So therefore, we are not going to move forward. That is what you people are saying. They're not going to move forward. Why we can't move forward? Why we can't improve upon the system? Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody here, them just have an opinion and they don't want to, anything that is going to uplift them and make it clean and clear and better, them don't want to talk about that. And them just want to stay in the past. That even in the workplace, you have early adopter and you have some people who never want to adopt. And we don't know that already. Listen, you must have a mind of your own. You're a citizen now of the country. You're gonna have to protect. I know you're probably coming here illegal and that is dear to your heart, but you need to understand that when you came into the country illegal, you broke the law. Move on from it and know that a lot of people who came into the country build the country and don't create any problems, but a lot of them do come into the country, sell drugs. Look at in Vancouver, in Victoria Island. Have you ever gone to Victoria? You see all kind of how many people depend on zombie drugs. It is sickening. Nobody wants to see the country clean. Yeah. Listen, we are not arguing that how many. Okay, let us do a percentage here. Let us do a percentage here. Which criminal, give me how many percentage of criminal are being treated properly and non-criminal not treated properly. You don't have a percentage. Maybe one slip through the shell. Like one off. One guy, because him have money, him slip through the crack. And him have money to buy himself out. But the majority, you people are not looking at the majority. And we're talking about the majority. And there's nice and good people in this world, I'm going to say that. Beautiful people, people who mean well, people who come to America who wants to make it. Yeah? Including my family, yes. They came to America and them want better. Right? And them did work them ass off. And you give them props for that. And them did go through the system and keep it. And some of them lived there, did not have a criminal record. Some of them never do anything wrong. Some of them just come and work. But we are forgetting that you have some who comes and work. Like in Chicago, where is the most crime? Big United States of America. You are being robbed. You are being home evasion and all those things. There's a lot of things that is going. It's not safe in some of the streets. And nobody talk about that. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody talking about that. So I want to make sure that you people understand that, yeah, you're going to have to talk. Nobody talk about the problem. People, come on, you need to have your own brain where God give you. You can't think for yourself. Oh, just because I have my own belief. Oh, I'm a Trump supporter. I can't have my own belief. I can't have my own belief, and I don't know.
Could I just interject one moment here?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is just my opinion, looking at what's going on from afar in the Caribbean here, looking at what's going on in America. What I think a lot of issues Americans are having right now is that you even have where you have immigrants who are documented, who have all the papers in town, are being kicked out, right? People who were there for 30, 20 years are being kicked out.
Where?
Right?
Where is that?
After helping to build America, right? After helping to build America, sweat, blood, and tears, right? Are being kicked out, are being treated like nothing, right? Are being treated like absolutely nothing. And that is, for me, that is like so unfair.
Which is true, and I agree with that. I agree with that.
Where Trump is even turning on his own people. His own people. Come on. I don't know, but America has lost its way morally, spiritually under this guy they call President Trump.
Okay, and I agree with you. People who has been there for 30 years. But if you have your papers, I can't see how you've been kicked out.
He's still kicking you out.
Show me one person that live in America, have their citizenship, after 30 years, have no criminal record, and they are being sent out of the country. I want to know.
To that, right? Because America is being run by a madman, a lunatic.
And I agree. I think him is delusional. I think
he is sending people with documents. He is who are documented, who have all the things intact.
Did you see it, or you just hear it?
I have been seeing videos. I have been seeing videos on TikTok.
They're not telling you the truth. They are not telling you the truth. You believe that they have clear papers. You believe that.
Look, comments people are saying in the comments here, even people in the UK. Someone is saying people in the UK had citizenship because they came from Jamaica and they were deported. So it's all over.
Deported because what? Why? You know what? Some people don't get to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to tell you something here. The other day I was listening to this lady. She lives in Sweden. Okay, and I really felt it for her. She said the Swedish government take away her kids. Right? And I'm very much interested to understand why the Swedish government take away your kids in the first place. She said, how them take away our kids and she come online and whatever. Okay, she can't get back our kids. Then she said them put our kids on medication, and so therefore our little boy, she never consent to go on medication, him to go on any medication. So therefore him start to have the twitching syndrome, like his eyes are just twitching. Okay, and I know that can happen when you have a child and you put them on medication, especially if you know it's a trial and error for calming medication, because maybe the child have ADHD or attention deficit disorder or something like that. So it go through a period where them find the right dosage for the child to whatever. So anywho, she said that them take care of her child and she want help and da da da. So I reach out to her, right? And try to ask. I said, why did they take your kids away in the first place? I could not get, listen, let me tell you something with me. Is if me ask you a direct question and I still can't get the answer, I'm still confused. It stink. It stink. If it smell like a duck, it is a ras duck. Because if you come to me and said to me, okay, sweet, you lose your job. Why you lose your job? There's no confusion, I can tell you. Clear and straight. Whether you believe it is so, but the story is not where me more confused. I am not more confused. Come on, guys, tap up the screen. Tap up the screen. Me know say someone don't want to tap up the screen because me nah appease you today. But tap up the screen. Okay? So to me, if it smell like a duck, it is a duck. I'm gonna accept some people up here. Yeah, if it smell like a duck, it is a duck.
Facts.
Some people don't tell you the truth. There's no truth.
Well, in reality, most people doesn't like to hear the truth because the truth offends.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah. And that's just it. You know. I've worked with people who, when you tell them the truth, they want to eat off your head.
Correct.
You know? Yeah. So that's just the world we live in. But I prefer to hear the truth. I'm a person like this. I prefer you tell me the truth.
Exactly. That is why on my channel I teach people. I said, listen, some of we delusional. Some of we don't even know what our skill set is. Some of we don't even know what our strength is. We don't. We're delusional. We think.
Some of us don't even know what our weaknesses are.
Exactly. And so I often say, listen, find somebody where you trust and ask them what they think you're good at. And then there you go. Some of it you're not going to believe. Because someone no delusional, no want that. It's a different story no want hear. Right? Just like when you have a conversation and you try to talk to somebody, them think that you are something like you're off. You just love Trump. Them can't, because once you say something on the left or the right, them just block it out right away. Them start to tell you, say you're a left winger, you're right. Guys, think for yourself. Think for yourself. Immigration policies has to be fixed. It cannot go on like that. Where is the money coming from? Like, for example, our government, they bring in a lot of people and give them money for refugee. And some of them, the worst thing is some of the people who are getting the money are not refugees. Them come with the intent, oh, them a refugee and oh, them in a life in a danger. And yes, let me be clear. A lot of people, life is in danger and they deserve it. Right? And I know some of them is going to come through the crack. But lots of them come through the crack, them though in a no refugee, nothing.
True.
Right? And so always the bad apple always make it the problem for the other people. Always.
Yep.
There's always a bad apple. And I'm sorry. We as Jamaican, we used to have right to just take a plane. We used to have right just take a plane and go to England. And when we go to England, there's no question back in the day as Jamaicans. No restriction are there. Why? Why them decided to put the restriction? Because we're so great and we were behaving ourselves in the people country. Somehow no lie. No lie. You do not want to face the consequences. Yeah?
Okay, I want to ask and I want to say something. Now, America would have came into our country, which is Trinidad and Tobago. Well, we have the bigger island, which is Trinidad, and the smaller island, which is more tourist-based, which is Tobago. And they would have seen a radar system, right? Now, just before Christmas, we were seeing a lot of American Navy, flights coming into Trinidad.
Yeah.
Our government is still silent and is not saying anything to us much, right? Now, my thing is this, right? America believes they can go around the world and do what they want to other people's country. But if a man comes into America and does something, he's this, he's that, he's a criminal, we're ready to deport him, right?
Right.
So America will come into anybody's country and do as they please, right? I mean, a lot of us as citizens here, we are not supporting our Prime Minister and the BS that she put us in, right? Because we were told that the radar is for drug boats. It's for drug boats. Only to find out, lo and behold, it was nothing of the sort, right? We didn't even know that there were. Now I'll just train from the topic a little bit. We didn't even know that there were military camps or camp placed on the little island of Tobago, close to the airport where the radar is set up. We had no idea as citizens, right? And then there was a morning when we heard a big hovering. I mean, we wanted to know what the heck was that. Around 3 a.m. in the morning, it was a fighter jet that was flying over Tobago. Actually, the person who was in charge in Tobago, he said he didn't know anything. Now, you are in charge of Tobago, House of Assembly as we have it here, and you didn't know anything. The Prime Minister is saying she didn't know anything. Lo and behold, when the shit hit the fan, everybody knew what was going on except the citizens. Where's our Prime Minister to this day? She's silent. She's saying nothing, right? And it's just, for me, it's that why is America is able to go into other people's country and do as they please, but if someone comes into your country and commits, let's say, even a petty crime, they are deemed as this, this big criminal. And when America is the biggest criminal right now. But not America, because not just leaving America. Let me put it that way. I don't want to offend anybody who might be American.
Okay, let me first of all, lots of the Caribbean country are considered third world country. And you have this big United States of America where everybody desired. So first of all, it is indoctrinated in us that they are so great. So even You ever know of systematic racism? That is, it's like systematically the prime minister probably be getting something from the president,
which I believe so.
which you and I don't know anything about, and right, we don't know anything about. We don't know what's the corruption, because obviously the people in your country wants clarity, and they're not getting the clarity because she's silent.
We were told by our prime minister just now not to say anything bad about America. We were told that.
Exactly. It's crazy. So nobody is going to, because guess what? Look at your resources. Look at certain things. What coming in from America? What America supply you? Did they lend you money? Those are very important. Important. When them go to the IMF and them need money, so many things that takes place that you and I don't even think about. That is why them have so much talk. Huh? Because we, even Canada, we for years and years and years, we depend on America solely to do our exporting. And then when America cut us off now, they are scrambling to try to figure out how them going to sustain themselves. Right? So therefore, we create it. We create the situation. And some of them don't understand. You create the situation. You look from where little baby coming up. America, England, Canada is great. Why don't we use the same emphasis for try to go abroad and live in our own country and build our own country and see our own country as great and try to have our resources that we can sustain ourselves? But no, that is not what we are depending on America. Even our traditions and our behavior is changing now towards American. When I go to Jamaica, I've never seen so much tattoos in my entire life. When I was growing up, there's nobody has tattoos. And all of a sudden now everybody have tattoos. Them doing everything. Like,
not only that, America and England would have robbed and raped the Caribbean of most of its resources anyway. So then we didn't have a choice but to go to their country now.
Exactly. They rape the country. But okay, moving forward, how are we going to make sure that we can sustain ourselves? We only just talk, including me. We just talk, and nothing is going to be done. And the prime minister, them are going to shut them out because the money and the good things is going to stop, and them don't want it stop.
The perks, they need the perks.
They need the perks. And if them don't, and America have them by the balls. It's just like when you have a man and you have him by the balls. That's what it is. So we're not into a position to say, fuck America. You're not. Because we put yourself in that situation. The whole world. Now everybody is trying to cut out and see them trying to, and then them realize that them losing the power, the world power, so them trying to make sure that them don't lose it. And I know that some of you, if you play the board game, Monopoly, what you try to do? The Monopoly game, then you try to do what? You try to conquer everything. That is it. That is it. The game of Monopoly. So listen up, people. You're not going like you're not idiot. You're not idiots. You just don't know. We just need to come up with ways. You ever heard somebody tell you, oh, you hear all of these gurus that tell you, oh, you can get rich? And you listen to so much videos upon videos and videos upon videos. And you finally get it. Them go around in a corner and tell you. To be real honest, the only way you can get rich in this world is you have something that somebody else want. Simple. You're going to have something that somebody else want. That is it. There's no, I don't even know what people talk about. It is easy. You have to have something that somebody want and willing to pay for it. Simple. It's easy as that. I hear all these guru go around in a corner and put it all different way, up, down, indifferent. This is as easy as Ras that. That's it.
Well, we all know what Trump wants in Venezuela.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Exactly. You know what he wants. And him tell you, it's not, listen, it's not like him tell you. He tell you.
No, he's straight. He said it straight face.
Straight face.
On international TV, he said it.
Yeah. He said, we want the oil. How much barrel of oil? He tell you. But here what I hear somebody says. And this is what my understanding is with the Venezuela thing. The Venezuelans are there and they were suffering, right? And everybody can agree with that because I have Venezuelan friends. I met them at church. We were good. We go to them house, eat and all that. They are very nice people. But the country wasn't run to, I can't believe them have so much oil and resources there that the people are there suffering. I can't, me personally can't believe that.
Okay, in the earlys when America had their big oil wounds on them in Venezuela, as far as what I know, what my grandfather told me, because he was a Venezuelan, and what he told me is that America was taking the oil, selling it, let's say for 100%, they were taking 90 and giving back 10% to the country.
Okay.
Right? So that's why Venezuela ended up in the poverty line that they ended up under because of what America was doing. Okay,
right? Stick up in. Okay, we understand that point. But look at the other point though. When them stop selling to America and them start doing them own thing, what happened?
It fell even further.
Why?
Into the ground.
Why?
Because it was run by dictators.
Okay. So you see, it's two situations there. America was taking advantage of them. And then them own people in Venezuela was taking advantage of them. You know what I heard of Venezuelan said? Make America take it anyways. At least we're getting the same 10%. Because now we impoverish even more. So, which is the two of, it's like you have two evil. It's like, okay, it's like a lot of people, them vote for Trump because Kamala, them didn't see a proper, it's not like them never like Trump. Them vote for him because them trust that he had businesses and him have a more stern head or whatever. And she now came out and she didn't have any experience really. Right? And so what is the point? So it's two issues. So some people know them just jump to America. Oh, America. Listen, you need to look at America as a business. And when if you play the game of Monopoly, you're trying overthrow people to get the riches. It's been always like that from generation. You know, going like, this is new. This is not new. Okay? This is not new. It's been like that. It's been like that. Remember the Roman Empire? We're not going like it never happened in the Roman Empire. It's the fittest, and his life is the same thing. You there work? Listen, don't fool yourself, because some of them fool themselves and you there work. And people take advantage of you. And you just, you not get that position. You not go upgrade. Because first of all, you can't talk for yourself. Secondly, you not do nothing about it. You just go mumble under your breath. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to have to make the decision and say, I'm going to leave. I'm going to do this, do that. That is because you're different from everybody. Majority of people stuck in a one job that them don't even like. So it's just so life stay. Venezuela, them take the guess. So now America come in and do what them supposed to do. I don't agree with it. I want it to be very clear here. Right? But America use the legal system and go in and say, listen, hear what Trump say. Trump say they are hurting their people with the drugs. When you're looking at California, you see the zombie people and him have proof. Him say American citizens are being killed. That is why him use and go take the prime minister out of Venezuela. It's mass destruction, him say. Whether it is right or a lie, I tell, that is what him use. And go for the prime minister, and go for the Venezuelan government. Can him say, listen, it is mass destruction in our country. My people are being died. My people dying every day on the street because of the drugs coming in. So him have a leverage there. That's what I use. Simple. That's what he's using to go and remove the president from his country and bring him here to face it so that him can get what him want. Is it right? How is he going to come for Canada? You hear what he said? Canada need to cut down. Him says a lot of them. You notice what him say? Him say a lot of drugs is coming through the Canadian border. That's a threat, you know. Yes, that's what him say. Him say a lot of drugs and harming. Because once you're harming anybody, civilians, you actually, the country itself can take. That is the leverage that the man I use in the legal sense. That's it. That's the leverage he's using in the legal sense. Anywho, guys, I don't know why you're my opinion because somehow no, you can't really think. And I'm not asking anybody to think like me, right? But for a moment, you need to do your research. You need to, there's always a question you need to answer why. Right? People don't do things for no reason. People do things, there's always a why. Why are you doing it? Why? Because they want power. Is it right? Getting power by any means? No. No, it is not. But as you say, the system set up like that. They live in a dog-eat-dog world, and it's been like that from generation. The only way we can have a reset of people being kind and nice and humane to other people is when the Lord Jesus Christ come. Other than that, don't sit there and think that everybody's going to be nice. Them don't train already. Them don't train. Some of them are warmonger. They can't get it out of them. It come from them generation from the long before you and I even exist. It's been around. The behavior been around. So stop it. Right? So don't bother even think that it's gonna be like it's gonna be change. Not change. You know why it look way worse to us? It's not way worse, you know. You see, a lot of people think say it way worse. I can guarantee you it's not way. Look about in the early 50s when them used to lynch people and all them things. Way worse what? Because we never have the iPhone and it wasn't coming to us and we never see it. All of a sudden now we see it. It shock our system. A lot of people we are walking around, we are traumatized. With trauma, we have trauma. Guys, tap up the script, my gone. Because I've been talking here for an hour. And we only have 5,000 tap. That is not good. I know somehow, no, we not deliberately not tap. Right? But let me tell you something with conversation. And what I always know. You see some people, them say them only listen to CNN and them don't listen to Fox. But let me tell you, in life, you're going to have to know what your opponent are thinking in order for to take them to, yes, you have to know. So whether you believe what I'm saying here or not, at least you know what another person thinking. And that alone make you understand the other side. You can't just, oh, I'm just cut it. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah? Think, man. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Yes? You're going to have to know the other side, I think. The greatest war that been fought, it was planned strategically. Not because them didn't know. You remember when you watch all those warrior show, when you hear them say, oh, they're gonna come from the north and them gonna do this. And which one we did I watch? And he says he gonna attack when the rain, because when them have on the big metal on them body, the water, the rain and the water, and because them shield is heavy, and the king, the king did do that, and him win. Listen, life is like that. That's how it is. You see it at work. You do the project. Somebody take them say them do the project, and you know wholeheartedly you do the project. Them come to you every second, and then them big up themselves. A life, it is. See him say it go. Anywho, I gone. That is my little pep talk for the morning. Rip to Renee. My heart goes out to her family. And I said what I had to say. I'm sorry that it had to end that way for her. Right? Sorry. It had to end that way for her. But, I see somebody else I come up here. Oh, Kim. Listen, I'm sorry that it had to end that way. But let me tell you, a life, it is life. Amongst life, there is death. Yes, as simple as that. We are crying. I cry for the lady. But at the same time, I couldn't make sense of it. She have her 6-year-old son. Why you go there? Why did you go there? You not think about your pitney. You not think about your family. You're not. I'm stressed over it. Because if you hear me come here and talk about people business where it's not even my business, I'm stressed about it. I feel away for her. But as I ask him, would you go there? No. And you need to ask yourself, did you think she made the decision to go there? And someone are going to say somebody have to take how they put it? Somebody have to take one for the group. No, one for the team. Someone wanna lie, wanna not take nothing for no team. Someone wanna not taking nothing for no team. They're not taking nothing for no team. And I can't tell you that. But them are the first one. Right? Them are the first one. They say, oh, they might take it for the team. No, I take nothing for no team. Nothing. Someone went and listen up. If somebody are drowned, someone not even now going at the water. Some people will. Hello? But they think the lady walk come talk. Right? Thank you for that, Empress. Yeah. Someone not do it. I wanna lie. Wanna just love talk. Until push come to shove, wanna not do nothing. Wanna run like a baby, wanna run under one rock, go hide. But take for team.
Find your own hole when it comes to that.
Exactly, everybody have them own. The topic done, yes, so. I done me done for the day. Anyhow, guys, that is it. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Peace out.
Okay, nice. Bye.
Yeah.